Good morning, good afternoon, and in case I don't see you, good evening, whatever part of the world you're at. Here I am, and I'm going to show you today how to make a delicious vegetarian sandwich. So, since I'm going to show you how to make some fries, the best potato that you need to get for French fries or any type of fries, whether it be Mojos or like the baked potato wedges, it will be this one right here, which is the russet potato. And the russet potato, they're actually 11% protein, so it has less carbs than a Yukon Gold potato. So I took the potato and I peeled it already, so I'm gonna quickly wash it because I had it with salt so it wouldn't oxidize. And in the meantime, I am actually cooking some, actually it's already washed. I'm cooking some water, boiling water, because you need to blanch them, or you can put them in the freezer first so it absorbs some of the starch, or sometimes gets rid of some of the starch. You can use the Salamasa machine for this, but I don't want to because otherwise they will break apart, and I don't want them to break apart. So big russet potato, put a little, peel it, put a little bit of sea salt on the outside, peel it, wash it, and put a little bit of sea salt on the outside. So then now I'm boiling the water here. So this already boiled. I'll turn this thing off, and then I'll bring it over here, and I'm going to blanch it right now. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna lower it for a bit. So then I'm gonna I cut the ends of the potato so I have perfect squaring. And then whatever size you want, you can do like what they call the bayonet cut, like a little bayonet. So then I'm not gonna make very many of them, but the first thing that you need to do is a blanch. So I'm putting them in a column there. So I'll use this for testing the oil. So you need to fry them. So if you're gonna put them in, if you're gonna do French fries, then they're gonna have to be fried. If you're gonna do Mojos, then you just put a little bit of oil and then you can bake it, okay? So for blanching, so I'm just gonna throw them here in the boiling water. And then just let them sit, let them blanch for a little bit, for maybe about 5 minutes. And then you start with your sandwich. So the oil is already preheating. So I want to make sure it's preheating at low. Actually, normally I like to preheat the pan and not the oil. But in this case, because I actually fry some plantains, I also want to make sure that I use that same oil rather than getting a new oil and washing the pan again. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we're going to make a mix for the vegetarian sandwich. So if you notice that I have a little slotted spoon here, so later on I can take the fries out. Do not put the salt in the fries or in the water, because you don't, especially if some people reuse the oil, then you don't want your oil to be salted. So, and why do we want to blanch the fries first, or why do we want to freeze them first? Because you need the inside of the fry to be soft, because a lot of times you cook the French fries, or you cook the fries, and then it's beautiful golden on the outside, but on the inside it's still raw. So that's the reason why you want to boil them for about 5 minutes in water. So that's kind of like a terminology, kind of like pre-cooking. Some people call it blanching, who knows, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just gonna rinse my knife because I want to cut now some onions. So I took the cutting board too, and I cleaned it out. So first, I want to make my my little mix for the sandwich. So we're gonna use, as you can see, some herbs, natural herbs, which is dehydrated parsley, chili flakes, garlic, and sea salt. I don't really need a lot because I'm only making one sandwich. So put about a tablespoon or so. I'll put a tiny little bit of sea salt because that other mix doesn't have that much. And as you know, I love turmeric. I use turmeric because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. No other reason why. and sometimes it makes things pretty, and I love the color gold and the color yellow. And in fact, I love all the colors. I should have been partners with a paint company that makes beautiful colors. Okay, this is a paprika, smoked paprika, because you know otherwise it's just a bland sandwich, and these are all herbs that have natural antioxidants. So, okay, so this is what you do. So you make a mix just like this, mix it nicely, and now we're gonna take approximately, you can use about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You're not gonna use it all anyway. A tablespoon or 2 or 1.5, just like that, and then just mix it. You can use this for chicken, you can use it for vegetables. So set it aside. I'm gonna take my potatoes out, so that's probably roughly about 5 minutes, or I'm gonna turn them off. I don't want them to be cooked, I just want them to be blanched. Okay, and knowing that the cookware is very, it's quite good at preserving the heat, I'm just gonna take them right out. Okay, oh, I can hear that oil, because we're gonna do like a little bit of a shallow fries. So 5 minutes in the boiling water, and take them out. So what I'm gonna do is, because I want these to cook right away, I'm gonna throw them in the freezer for a moment. So that way it doesn't take a lot of room. So put them in the freezer, so they will cool off, so then we can fry them on time. Okay, one of you have to remember the fries in the freezer. Okay, so, okay, let's get rid of this boiling water. We don't need that. So now let's move to getting the vegetable. Just so you can see, I'm gonna move this out of the way for a moment. I'm gonna put the handle there, so you can see a little bit better. I'm not gonna move it over there. And I'm keeping the heat on the 12-inch gourmet skillet at medium low. So now you take anything. It could be a zucchini, it could be a yellow squash. I prefer the yellow squash. And this time of the year, they're really beautiful. So make sure that you cut it quite thick, because you know, you wanna make sure that whoever you're giving the sandwich to, they're gonna have some kind of density, they're gonna have some kind of like, I actually took a bite of something. I like to use a mandolin, but you can get a really good knife too. So get rid of the little belly first, and then you can just stand it like that, and they get a really nice thick. Okay, so just like if it was like a piece of meat, you know, that's why I say you need to have density. That's 2. And I'm gonna get rid of the little pot belly on this side, and then I can get a 3rd one. Ah, I messed it up. That's okay. Maybe I should have gone to the front, just get the belly out. So anyway, so I got a really nice 4 pieces. In fact, this could be useful as well. I can throw it later. Okay. You can make fajitas with this. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So now what we do, so look at how thick it is. Really nice. This is the most flavorful of all the, really of all this, the squashes, I think, in terms of for making the sandwich. So I'm just gonna move it over to this side and turn it back up to medium. Remember that because I already have oil in here, I don't need to add oil over here. So the most important thing that we need to do in here is to make sure that this is preheated properly. And I mean preheated, that the water beads like a little mercury steely. So let's preheat it at medium high, right? Medium high for fry. And then we're going to dress the little sandwich planks. So these are basically planks and of your, see, you just plank it and make sure that you favor it with your favorite herbs. It could be rosemary, it could be thyme. Mine already have all the ones that I want on a sandwich, even including the little spice, because you know I love spice. So make sure that this could be enough for 2 sandwiches. So if a person doesn't want bread and they just want to have the grilled vegetables, then go for it. So you can use this in the barbecue, the same delicious mix, or you can use it on the top of the stove and it will grill to perfection. And all the flavor and the bits in there, then you fry the grilled onions and start preparing your sandwich. So there you go. So I have quite generously put enough of this delicious herbology everywhere. So this, believe me, magic begins in the kitchen. So I got 4 nice planks right there, the little planks, and I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, I'm back again. So now you can see, I can tell how hot this is, because I can tell. Usually you can see the reflection of the smoke, not the smoke, but the heat going up. So, but if you want to make sure, for those of you who are brand new, just basically put a water test. And the water test goes like this. So when you see that the little beads of water, they don't evaporate, that means you have a green heat. So you can see that, how the water beads from one end to the other, runs like a little mercury stealing. That's how you know it's already preheated. So dump the water and then grill. And I can even put this on the side. And then, you know, make sure that you press them all the way, you know, so they get a really beautiful grill format. So we're gonna give it about 2 minutes on each side. 3 minutes. Okay, so use a square spatula. In the meantime, you get with your onions. Actually, I might start getting with my my fries in a moment, because this doesn't take very long. So if you want some more, if you want it really nice and soft, you know, you can put on a lid so you're not smoking the house. So now I'm gonna grab my onions and I'm gonna cut them like really thick, because I'm gonna put these in the sandwich. This is sweet onions, Hawaiian onions, mahalo, aloha onions, sweet onions. Okay, so that's good enough. And I'm gonna wait for that to be done. Then what I'll do is, let's check it out. Beautiful. I want a little bit more on that one, it's thicker. And one flip on this one. Let's just like really press them down. Sometimes you need to lower a little bit the heat. Press it down just like you would, like with the chicken. And look at that, the beautiful grill. And now I'm just going to, what I'm gonna do is some of these, like this one, since it was thinner, you can see it's already nice and grilled. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna move this to the side and I'm going to put the onions in there so they can grill. But to this, I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of oil to the side because they did not have any oil. Okay, in the meantime, I got my oil on for the fries, and I'm gonna bring it out. So these are semi-cool, which is good. I'm gonna test it with a small one on the oil. And the oil is not quite ready, but it's kind of ready. So flip the onion. Onions are really good for you. They protect you against the bad cholesterol, okay? So just keep that on the top. Keep it on the top. You know, anything that is already quite cooked, put it on the top. It's okay. Looking good. It's okay. This is not like chicken. This is actually, you know, you can double flip. It's okay. Okay, let's check on that fry. And where is that? Oh, here it is. Almost. These are going to be really great French fries, I can tell you. So you have to use a little bit of oil. So I'm using like about, I'm using the 2 quarts. So I'm doing like a 2 quart, like maybe 2 cups of oil, approximately. So this is not something that you eat every day, but for those of you who have asked me and sent me private messages about how do I make French fries, I was told that I could make French fries. I hope that they told you that French fries and anything that is very high starch needs oil, because otherwise if you were miscommunicated or misinformed. Yeah, you need to have a little bit of oil when you make French fries. There's, I mean, unless you're, honestly, you're using something else, I don't know, but you have to use oil, even a little bit if you're baking, okay? So keep that in there. Let's check on that fry. So it should be very nice and crispy. But you can start seeing, and I'm gonna have to wash the oil, but see the French fries is really nice and golden. So I would just let it wait there. So instead of putting it in a paper towel, I'm just gonna put it in a colander. So French fries, like I say, if you want French fries crispy, golden, you have to use the oil. Okay, so my grilled onions is flipped. My vegetables, I can just stack them now because they're exactly how I want them. And then I can move this other onion, or these 2 little onions. This is called finger food, guys. Sometimes you have to touch it with your fingers. Okay, let's see on those fries. So just give her a quick little, normally if you were working a French fry station, you will have to be like shaking them. So just use like a slotted spoon just to move them around a bit. Okay, because I don't have a commercial like French fryer. You could use a commercial French fryer. But remember, either freeze them or blanch them prior to fry them, okay? Otherwise, they'll be golden on the outside and not cooked on the inside. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the oven, toast. So we're gonna warm up the bread. And so later on at another time, I'm gonna show you how to make the same sandwich, but this time it's gonna be with grilled chicken. Okay, so keep this at about medium high for fry, and I'll show you in a moment how gorgeous this little grilled onions and how to make the perfect vegetarian sandwich. You'll never miss the meat if you make this sandwich. Honestly, it's so delicious and truly very nutritious. Okay. So now I'm gonna prepare my tomatoes, get them ready. Very high in lycopene. Tomatoes are really delicious, but of course they're better cooked than they are fresh. They're better for you. Okay. So check on those fries just to show you how fluffy and crispy they will be. Very nicely. I have to attest, those fries are delicious. I have to go and take some. Can you dig it? Yes, mother, I can dig it. This is delicious. I tell that we don't dump the oil. Beautiful, and smells wonderful. So now I can turn off my stove. Look at these beautiful grilled onions. Gorgeous. Okay, not so much on the grease here, but yeah, if you want French fry, you have to sacrifice something. Okay, and the best part about it is like you don't eat this every day. See those gorgeous French fries? And they are crunchy, believe me. They're gorgeous and delicious, and they're fully cooked through and through. Because really you can tell that they're like semi-cooked already. It's like a parboiled rice. Just make sure that there's no water in them so that way you don't burn yourself. If not, keep some coconut oil nearby. Okay, so my bread is almost done, so I'm going to prepare the sandwich and I'm going to show you how to put it together so it looks absolutely beautiful and delicious. As you can see, I already turned off this. The stove is totally, and look at the grill. No mess, no fuss, truly, you know, if you got the oil going, and it's super easy to make. My husband doesn't eat chicken, so I'm gonna donate it to him. So I have enough for 2 sandwiches. And like I said, if you don't want any of the bread and you're on the keto, you can serve this with a side salad or with quinoa or whatever you like. That's totally up to you. I don't tell people what to eat. I just show you how to make delicious food. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the first half. And we'll put there. So let's use some, in case it's got wet. No, hopefully not. Mayo. And now we take this beautiful grilled piece of grilled gorgeous piece of grilled squash, then a piece of onion, so you see this, how beautiful. Then a couple pieces of tomato, fresh tomatoes. He's gonna be happy. And believe me, you would be happy too if you were eating this. Then we take the other piece of toast. And we're gonna add some mustard because mustard goes delicious with everything. Oh, wait, there's more. You need the crunch. The lettuce crunch. Must have a lettuce crunch. Lettuce crunch on this beautiful sandwich. And now, some fresh golden fries. So let's arrange it there. I'll bring some really fresh hot ones so I can show you the beauty. They're not quite done, but let me show you. In fact, I'll show it to you without the fries, so let me take the fries out. I'll show you the sandwich first. Look at that gorgeous, beautiful vegetarian sandwich. Absolutely delicious and nutritious. And now I'm going to take a picture, send it to you. I'm gonna add the beautiful golden French fries, really nice and hot, so serve it right away. But that's how you make a delicious grilled sandwich in your using your 12-inch gourmet skillet. Like I said, if you don't want fries, you can serve it with another yumminess, which I made last night. This is a grilled, not a grilled, but this is a, right here is a Greek salad. So you could do a Greek salad, beautiful Greek salad with cucumbers, and it has obviously goat milk, goat cheese and tomatoes and onions and everything. So Let's bring this yumminess now. And look at that. You can just dry them in a little paper towel. And look at that, they're crispy, they're golden, they are super yummy. So I'm just gonna dry them. And then I'm gonna add the rest. So you see, they're bubbly. We'll add the last. So like I say, blanch them, freeze them, cut them smaller so you can have beautiful French fries. Or if you don't want to fry them, you can always bake them with just a little bit of the oil that I make with the salt and pepper, and that's it. Well, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, to love, to share on your own timeline. Do not share this on my timeline because I'm already sharing it myself, and I don't want people to think that I'm just like spamming them. So do it on your timeline so people can contact you directly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my fan. I love you all, and God bless you. God bless us all. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day. Enjoy your beautiful vegetarian sandwich. Ciao.